Hey, what's up, family? This is your boy, Mr. McGee, a.k.a. Boopy, a.k.a. Born Rich, man. You are tuned in to another episode of the Born Rich Club podcast, and I got my brother.
Lano Excel, Mr. 18 Pockets. I need 18 pockets.
All right.
People say, man, what is 18 pockets?
There we go. I'm people.
Let me tell y'all what 18 pockets is. 18 pockets means this. That's how much money I got. I need 18 pockets.
Sheesh. Hey, I can't argue with
I need
that.
18 pockets to carry this much money, man. Well, that's how I used to be, but now I need a half a pocket. But call me 18 pockets, man. That's your boy, Lano Excel, man. It is a wonderful another day.
I'm just saying this. 18 pockets has to be a little hard for a robber, right? If somebody was robbing you, like who's gonna take time?
I got Monopoly money in one, right? I mean, it's just different, man. Like, listen, man. Don't rob nobody, okay? I really highly suggest people, look, keep your guns and shoot them at the range. But 18 pockets is something that I just that name is stuck with me, and I just was like, yo, that's my name. My name is Lano Excel, Mr. 18 Pockets, and I always said that, and it just always went good with what I was doing. So I just used it as my name.
Can you imagine the Jack boys saying, "Hey, cuz, did you check pocket 11?"
Or I get in the car, and be like, "Whoa, what's wrong, brother? We got robbed." Hell no, bro, they ain't check pocket 9.
So shout out to them 18 pockets.
Hey, man, I had pocket 9, had all my money. Nah, but that's just a name that I was with. But I want everybody to know, man, I got several names. I got Air Conditioner Lano, I got Lambo Lano, I got Hustle Lano, I got Lano Excel.
Lion ass nigga. Oh,
Lion ass nigga Lano. So I got a bunch of Lanos. just so whatever, man. But I like Lano Excel 18 Pockets. It fits us.
So, brother, it's been a minute, and I miss you whenever we don't sit down for a minute. So, brother, I have to ask you this. How you feeling today, my brother?
Well, I feel like Mr. Clark.
Okay.
Not that Mr. Clark.
Yeah.
We got another guy behind the scenes named Mr. Clark who, make this shit happen. Look.
Yes, sir.
I feel like the other Mr. Clark don't lean on me.
Oh, okay. You want to smoke crack?
Yeah, you want to smoke crack, don't you? You know what I'm saying? Huh? You still ain't
Joe Clark.
I feel like Joe Clark, because Joe Clark came in and kicked ass.
He sure did.
That's how I feel. I woke up today, I said, you know what? Listen, man, I don't give a damn on how life has treated you. A lot of people say new year, new me, and a lot of old stuff come in with the new stuff.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Stop right now. We're not finna have that. Right? I woke up, I said, I'm about to kick ass. I'm about to be Joe Clark. I'm about to walk around with a bat, and I'm going to kick my problems ass everywhere I go. Because let me tell y'all something. It's a new year. So continue that new year, new you. Right? Don't let nothing get in between. It's too early for something to be happening. As soon as something happens, you go ahead, sweep it up on the rug and say, hey, man, I ain't got time for that right now. Holler at me in July, August.
Let me ask you this. Do you think, because we're about 20-something days into this new year, right?
We are.
And a lot of New Year's resolutions has gone by the wayside. Like some of them, with 20 days in and people's already giving up on their New Year's resolution. Like, no. Did you make any New Year's resolutions?
Yes.
All right, talk to me.
One of my I made 2 New Year resolutions. One of my New Year resolution was don't have a resolution.
Makes sense.
And then the other resolution was just continue doing what you was doing last year.
Okay, and you ain't fell off the wagon yet. You still doing both of those?
Yeah, because I still don't like people, and I'm still not committed to anything but this podcast.
There you go.
And my support system.
And the missus, the missus. You said we committed to the miss. Commitment to the missus. Well, I'll say this.
Yeah, life is crazy, man. When you just go full circle. I don't think I can tell people the message is just be mindful of what you're doing. And try not to let people dictate how you are going to go with your life.
I love it.
Wake up and kick ass all day. Wake up and kick ass.
And now speaking of, I'm the Segway king. So speaking of kicking ass and doing whatever you want to do, let's talk about the Megan Hall.
Oh.
Right? So
where was she at when we won?
when we was working. All right, so Megan Hall, for if you guys don't know, Megan Hall is the Tennessee officer. She was a member of the Laverne Police Department, and she was fired for doing some kinky, and I want to let people know we don't kink shame on the Born Rich Club
No,
podcast.
you can be kinky all you want.
You're into whatever you're into, but
Yeah.
this lady, she was having she was doing sexual activities with up to 5 or 6 officers, sometimes on duty, sometimes off duty. I mean,
She been doing it.
I mean, Snapchat videos where they sending.
What's her snap name?
It's Megan Hall, brother. You might can
She
find
probably
her.
done took it down now.
Yeah, but Megan Hall. So I mean, what do you think? All right, so
She
you
been
guys look
doing
it up. Google Megan Hall, Laverne Police Department. You'll get all the details. But what I want to ask my brother is, she was fired, right?
Okay.
Should she have been fired? For her?
Hell no.
Okay.
Man,
talk
who
to
the
me.
chief?
Yeah.
Man, the chief knows she ain't gonna get fired. Man, matter of fact, she be the secretary.
Well, the sergeant
I'm
got
playing.
fired. The sergeant got fired because he was even dealing with her. No,
I mean, I'm gonna say this right here. I mean, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Now, I, read up on this story because
Mm-hmm.
this is something that you put me up on. I read up on this story. A lot of people that was fired, because I was reading a lot of backlash about the African Americans that got fired.
Yes.
But I want to let people know, listen, you can't have a government job, and you can't participate in sexual activities on a government job. You will get fired. White, black,
Yeah.
roach, dog, cat, you're gonna get fired.
Yeah.
So, let's stop the racial profiling right there. Second of all, not with you, I'm just saying what I was reading.
Yeah.
Second of all, man, Megan Hall is some. How many Megan Halls you know? Man, I know millions of Megan Halls.
Hold on. When you say how many? Are you talking about white girls who like trains ran
No,
on?
I'm talking about just women, period.
What
Just
are you
women,
saying?
period. Listen, when I say women, period, she made somebody mad and she didn't want to give nobody something,
Yeah.
and somebody leaked that information to the sergeant, or one of the guys was jealous of somebody and they leaked it. However it leaked out, it just sounded like a bunch of adults
Yeah.
having consensual
sex.
and I think it got blowed up because it is law enforcement, because you know how we look at
And
law
some of it
enforcement.
was on the job. Now, I
Yeah,
have
most
to.
definitely.
This is what I want to say. Now, if your company says, look, most companies gonna tell you no sex on the job, right? Except if you come work for the Born Rich Club, it's sex on the
that's
job.
kind of requirement. That's kind of
Oh,
requirement.
you sound like Epstein when you say
Nah, it's
that.
not a requirement. I'm playing.
Okay, all right, but
I'm
listen
playing.
now. Okay, if any company or corporation or any business you work for, yes, it's no sex on the job. But my thing is, man, now they saying that she threw hot tub parties, Gone Girls Wild type of hot tub parties where everybody come, we're free. Hey, Leno, you're free to take your pants off if you want to, and she can take her shirt off if she want to. And I'm saying that off of company time. What I do off of company time is
No,
what
it's
I
my
do.
it's my
off
it's
of-
my own personal
But
time.
they was fucking in the gym, Leno, and they was both on duty. Now you can't be on duty trying
Sometimes
to
you
get
can't wait though.
a quickie. Yeah.
But let me tell you something, man. Have you ever been sexually frustrated and it was right there, and you you didn't wait, right?
Man, I'll take it. I ain't gonna lie. If a girl come in here and I tell Clark to turn his head and I get it on right on this
No,
table.
we're gonna all turn our head.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying sometimes it can't wait. As a man, I know it can't wait.
But I feel like this, and I'm gonna say this, man, and I'm not gonna joke. I'm gonna have a serious moment. This is where the double standard's gonna come in at, because she is gonna be looked at as a hoe.
Yeah.
And let me say this: if the shoe was on the other hand, and there was one guy
Yeah.
with 6 girls,
Okay.
we'll look at him as
High five,
We'll be like,
brother.
oh, man.
High five.
he just had sex with 7 girls, and they all knew about each other.
Yeah.
It's different. So I just look at it like it's sad. It's crazy that it has made big news. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe that news right there is bigger than the news of what's been going on inside these prisons. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What been going on inside these prisons is way much worse than having Megan blasted on TV because she liked to put stuff in her mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Just being honest, you know what I'm saying? But I will say this though, it's a double standard for women, because if it was 6 girls and it was one guy, everybody would be really applauding and saying how of a warrior he is.
Man, for real.
But since it's Megan Hall and the girl, I guess she's kinky.
Yeah, she's kinky.
She's
and I
kinky.
saw the video, Megan. Reach out. Born Rich Boopy on Instagram. I seen you riding that mechanical bull. Great. I mean, great. You have great stature on it. Great technique when you was riding that mechanical bull. So feel free to just hit me up. We would love for you to sit down with us in more ways than one.
Well, not me, not me. But I do see what you're saying, though. I do want to talk about that because that's deep, though. Because you got to understand this: if that's going on inside the police department,
Okay.
like what else is going on inside of the police department? You know what I'm saying? So it causes red flags to make you be like, whoa, they doing this.
I think it does this. Thank you. It's really called confirmation bias, right? If we know we live in a society where people say cops are the ops, right?
Yeah.
Fuck 12.
Most definitely.
We say stuff like this. So
Most definitely.
So when you kill a black person, that gives us more reason to say fuck 12. And then when you're taking our taxpayers' money and having sex and doing sexual acts on the job, it just gives the people who say fuck 12 more of a reason to say fuck 12, right?
Yeah, but it's always gonna be fuck 12 though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying this is confirmation by. So when I say fuck 12, this is evidence of why I don't fuck with the cops. Now I can Google it and show you. If you say, hey, Boopy, why you don't really fuck with the cops? I can say, look, bro, they just wasting our time. Look, they fucking and sucking on the job. They doing whatever they want to do on the job. And
I didn't even know they have a gym.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like what? I don't understand a police officer have a gym.
And they was wilding on Snapchat. I mean, dick pics.
But still, that's the problem I have. The problem I have with it is whatever they share picture wise.
Yeah.
It's they're grown. It's not inside a job.
I got you. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
They shouldn't be judged on what the jacuzzi, the pictures, the Snapchat. That shouldn't be an issue. Now, what should be an issue is having sex on duty.
Yeah.
Cool. You're stealing taxpayers' money. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But not, okay, you got to get terminated. Listen, you got to get terminated. I ain't sitting here saying I made the rule. I ain't make the rule, but one of the rules is you do got to get terminated. I don't want you to get terminated. But if that's the rule, that's the rule.
And I don't want to speak too soon, but man, guys, my motto is police officers don't get terminated, they get transferred. So so do your due diligence, go look at those names, and we'll just see in 5-6 years if those names are working for the Minneapolis Police Department or somewhere in bumfuck America somewhere.
And you got to understand, they holding actions, right? Yep. They holding people accountability
for their actions.
For their actions. Yep. And it's basically, and I'm gonna say it again, it's basically the same thing going how rappers are getting charged with the RICO.
Okay. Yeah.
It's because of the actions.
Yeah.
Like you got to take accountability of what you're rapping about, what you're saying. Yeah. Because now, this is what I want to say. When I was coming up, right, when I was making my moves and stuff, when somebody told me don't go down that street, I didn't go down that street.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now what I want these new artists is to understand is that if you seeing in the court of law that they can hold your lyrics
against you,
why would you keep rapping about certain things, glorifying a lifestyle, or still participating in illegal activities, right? Yeah. Or knowingly rap lyrics of real life situations that could have got people incarcerated. So why, right? But they do it.
Yeah, and it's you're onto something. Why do they do it?
Because it's our mentality. It's basically how we grew up. It's basically how we listen to. I didn't know to say fuck 12. And for what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I heard it in songs.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't raised when my mama said. Now I was raised was
fuck the police.
No, I was not even that. I heard that off a song.
Yeah.
Now I was raised, sit down, put your seatbelt on.
There go the police behind us.
And this is coming from a woman that never sold drugs and never did nothing illegal. But when we saw a cop car, it was, hey, sit down, put your seatbelt on.
It's a distrust with
this. So that's what I'm saying. It's a distrust. So it makes a person who lives in a gated community who just listens to this genre of music, automatically now he's saying F the 12.
Yeah.
Even when 12, because let me tell you something. People really don't mean F the police. You know that, right? You know why I know that?
Go ahead, tell me.
Because when a gunshot wound hits you, you get robbed, somebody break in your house, right?
Yeah.
Who you calling? 12.
Well, I've had my house burglarized one time. I didn't call anybody. I'll be honest.
Yeah, because they probably didn't steal nothing from you.
Well, they did, but
What they get from you?
It was illegal stuff. So it's like, why would call the police?
Okay,
Hey, officer, can you please go get
now take this out. Okay, now
I'm just saying. What I'm saying, like when I was growing up, my mom's house. I understand what you're saying. When I was growing up, my mom's house got burglarized, and she didn't hesitate. It's 911 immediately.
Oh yeah, it's different. It's different. Now if you're a civilian, it's different.
Yeah,
it's different.
But I don't even think people who get shot call the police. I think somebody else may call the police.
Nah, but they want to call the police though. They just physically can't at that moment call the police. But some have called the police.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is, like, if you see them now, do I agree with it? No, I don't agree with it.
No.
I feel like it's we had a conversation like this before. I feel like when you having a conversation, or you are delivering your words in a form of art, which is rap, music.
Yep.
I feel like you should be entitled to speak your mind and speak your views and what you have seen, right? But what I don't like is rappers who be a part of a gang, right? And now all of a sudden they made it, and instead of investing in schools and investing in their homeboys to learn trades, to continue this wealth that we got, they buy more guns and they make their homeboys. Every rapper say they got a shooter now.
It sounds like you talking about Young Thug, because
No, I like
Young Thug is accused of taking some of his rap money and supplying the gang with guns.
That's allegedly.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm gonna say this about Young Thug.
These are the charges thrown in.
What they charging Young Thug with, what Young Thug should be charged with, is a bad pick of characters. A lot of people, because listen, back in the days, y'all, I'm not in a mob, but back in the days, I want to just say this. You got in trouble by who you brought around.
Okay.
So if I brought you around and you end up telling on the family or telling on somebody,
they hold you accountable.
They hold me accountable
for bringing me around.
For bringing you around.
Got you.
See, when situations happen, I got told on before, y'all. I already got told on twice. Let me tell y'all something.
Uh-oh.
I took accountability on my actions. And what I mean by that was, like, I shouldn't have been around these people. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Clark, get ready to bleep him out. He might say some names.
No, I ain't gonna never.
Clark.
No. I ain't gonna never say no. Never say nobody names. But what I am saying is that when situations happen like that, man, you got to take accountability, and you just got to, on the people that was trying to, do whatever to me. I just took accountability and got to let and go. Right?
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. You got to Young Thug should just get low and go. Because it's not, I'm not saying it's his fault.
You have to say this to the people who don't know what get low and go means.
Get low means, listen, get low in the terms of where I'm from, Tennessee, Nashville, is basically, if you're facing a higher charge, is basically hire a lawyer and tell him that you're paying basically for the lowest amount of time that you can get.
A plea bargain.
Basically is what is a plea bargain. Yeah. It's basically like, if they're trying to give you 15 years, you really can't tell your lawyer, okay, listen, I go in there, tell him I take a 9.
Yeah.
And I go lay down for 2 years.
Gotcha. And do the rest on probation.
And do the rest on probation. And they'll say, okay. In some forms. But they'll say, okay. But you got to take that lick, because everybody that he has with him don't kind of say something. And I'm not talking about Young Thug. I'm just speaking in general, because that's what happens anyway. Listen, man, I tell people this anyway. More than 2 people get indicted, somebody finna tell.
Did Gunna tell?
Yes, most definitely. Let me tell y'all about telling. Telling doesn't have to be directly. I don't have to tell
point
the police, point the finger. Yeah. But you got to understand this, and I want to paint the picture to everybody right quick. My defense is, Born Rich Club is not a gang.
Yeah.
That's my defense.
Yeah.
I finna pay whatever, millions of dollars. I finna pay dollars to let everybody know that my defense is, Born Rich Club is a podcast.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, me and you
Yeah.
Is an indictment, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you have sat down
Yeah.
and in front of the court of law, right? In front of the prosecutor that's prosecuting us. Now here go another thing. We're talking to the prosecutor who is prosecuting Born Rich Club.
Yeah.
That's saying Born Rich Club is a gang and is knowingly in street activity. I'm saying no. You sit down and you say,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, no, to go home, you saying yes. And prosecutors are smart. My mother used to tell me this a long time ago. Prosecutors went to school to get people like us. They're very smart. I really don't want people. I'm tired of this narrative of people going in these courtrooms thinking that prosecutors are, GED guys. No disrespect to people who got GEDs.
Yeah,
but
I'm offended.
But let's stop thinking like that. These people went to school for us. That's how the RICOs and all this is coming.
Yeah.
And she worded what she said correctly. She said just like this: is YSL did knowingly participate in gang activity? He said yes.
Yes, ma'am.
My defense is not. Anytime that me and you was on the same charge, anytime me and you on the same charge and you take a plea, that still can get held if I take it to court. I mean, if I take it to trial. If I take it to trial and I say, man, I don't know what they talking about, this ain't nothing, then now the prosecutor can stand up and say, well, Your Honor, hold on.
I got video footage of
another guy that's affiliated with him.
YSL,
and let me show you how much he's affiliated with him.
Yeah.
Dim the lights, please. Okay, we got 121 music videos.
Yeah.
We got 90,000 Snapchat, 30
TikToks
seconds.
and all that.
TikToks.
Yeah.
Now look, Your Honor, Thugger and Gunna are with each other everywhere. So if don't nobody know, he know.
No.
And now the defense changed. So now it's not a directly I told on Thug, but it is more of a, look, I just said what was going on. And what you said what was going on was what the prosecutors think was going on. So most definitely I feel like, man, I'm going to tell y'all, man. And people say, I get a lot of comments. They were like, you always got something to say about snitching. And I always say this, I don't have a problem with people who tell. But I got a problem with people who do stuff and don't stand on it. If you're in a gang right now, if you're in a game or you in a gang,
Yeah.
and you're doing something illegal that the possibility can land you incarcerated, right?
Yeah.
You got to take that lick. Whatever you're doing right now that's jeopardizing your freedom, bro, you got to own up to it if you ever get jammed.
Yeah.
Because of somebody, because listen, if you get jammed in the police and you got to tell the police on somebody else, let me tell you something Martha Stewart didn't tell.
Lil' Kim.
Lil' Kim didn't tell.
Remy Ma.
Look. What's the two people who just went to jail? The Chrisleys.
That's your people.
Come on, man. The Chrisleys ain't even told on nobody. Why is this an issue? Well, why is this an issue with the hip hop people? That as soon as you get arrested, you go and tell on somebody. But listen, man, Martha Stewart held it down in the count.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
How the woman who know how to cook nice chicken can hold it down like that, but a person who out here with FN 30 stick, SRTs, girls dancing, soon as you get jammed, you say, oh, no, man, no, she expected me to come home. Yeah. And then they'll tell. So that's why I got a problem with, man. But I want to tell that to rappers, man. Be mindful of what you're rapping about and talking about, unless you're going to walk downtown and change the law. Yeah. Because if you're going to keep talking about drugs, guns, murder, and then you're going to keep posting guns, drugs, and your trophies.
Yeah.
Now when one of your friends get hot or indicted, now the police, even if you don't have nothing to do with it, they go in investigation.
Mm-hmm.
I
agree.
And once an investigation, and let me tell you something, man, that's how snitchings really be going. Because some of these guys don't really be meaning to take it that far. They just, the character zone, right?
Yeah.
So it's the character zone, they be forgetting the character zone. You know when you leave the house and when you pull back up at the house and you be like, damn, I left my lights on.
Yeah.
Look, that's how the characters be when that's how they be. Like you assemble like, Man, niggas still got their cameras on.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment,
It's
but then it
entertainment.
ain't entertainment no more at 5 o'clock in the morning when the dough kicked in.
Yeah, when you in front of the judge.
Now because she'll really leave you because you didn't call her, you bought her. So now she for to leave you. The calls, you got a huge bill. You got to tell on Mr. McGee now. If I don't tell on Mr. McGee, my girl gonna like Mr. McGee. It's
That's
getting
deep,
deeper
brother.
and deeper,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I say, brother. With deep, man. I appreciate
It get deeper and
Hey,
deeper,
that's-
man.
I can tell that's your bag, though, bro. I love it. I can tell snitching is your bag. So,
Yeah, not my no. I don't know what he mean by that, child. Put the camera on me, Clark. No. Never in my life have I ever got in trouble and wanted to tell on somebody else. Never. Even when I'm doing the righteous way. Now, let me tell you something. I'm not talking about, I can't see a guy kill a kid. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm talking about people who do illegal stuff and get jammed up and jammed is caught.
Yeah.
And then go and tell on somebody else, man. I don't believe in that, man. I feel like you got to take your rap. Don't be out here doing stuff. That's why I don't believe in that check-in stuff. Yeah, I think everybody who gonna check in, if you gonna check in, you need to. If you go to LA
Yeah.
and you're affiliated in a gang,
Yeah.
or you represent this and you go to Chicago, yeah, you need to check in.
Okay.
Yeah.
But us though, so they book us to
no.
come and do an interview in California. We ain't got
What
to
I'm
check
checking in for? I
Yeah, it's a
don't
fact.
throw up your signs. I don't rep what you rep. I don't talk about how you talk. I don't move how you move. But when you go out there though, see, here go the thing I don't get. But it's just me. I don't know about nobody else. They not repping something that we started.
We repping something
We repping
they
something
started.
that they started.
Good point. Great point.
You see what I'm saying?
Great point.
So that's why. Now I don't believe check-in need to be you extortion either though. But
Yeah.
why I wouldn't want to tap in? Man, look, if I was something and I'm representing something that they started and I'm all the way over here with it in my small metropolitan town,
Yeah.
man, I'm going out there to tap in.
Yeah.
I'm going out there to tap in, get more knowledgeable of what I'm doing, so I bring it back here.
I got you.
So it don't gotta be. Hey, people say check in because check in do something. That's a bad word in prison. Check in means that you have gave up hope on the Lord and you have trusted the officers to put you in
Yeah.
solitary confinement.
Yeah. It's check in.
So check in is not a good word. So maybe when that word check in, it makes you like, oh. So I say tap in with your people. Why you wouldn't want to tap in with your people?
That's a fact.
If my family lived in New York and I'm from Nashville,
Anytime
anytime I go back up there, I'm going to tap in with them, even if I'm not even going back up at to be around family. I'm just going to be around.
Yeah,
to catch
exactly.
the
I could be
game or
taking
whatnot.
my kids to see the Statue of Liberty, but if I got family in New York, I'm gonna tap in with them.
That's how I feel, man.
Man, that's dope, brother. Hey, you killed this fucking show, bro. I've been over here quiet because this is my brother getting in his bag. He killed
this our Let's Be Honest right here,
fucking
man.
Show,
this
man.
this is our Let's Be Honest.
He really done it, bro. You really talk the shit, bro. And I love hearing your perspective on this, man, because that's
you
what
gotta
you
be
here
mindful.
for, bro.
Yeah, we gotta
I know
be
you don't like always talking about it. He said, man, I can't always talk about jail and criminal activity on the podcast.
For sure.
But, bro, this is your testimony, your experience, and this is what some people want to hear. Some people could learn from this, brother, for real. Just being honest. Like you were saying earlier, man, don't do the music because we know music can be held against you. So try to be a little conscious or stand on it.
Or just stand on
Or
it.
stand on it.
So I'm gonna talk about Ricky killing 9 people, and I'm gonna talk about me hustling. But when they indict me, I'm gonna say listen to the music.
Yeah, that's it. Listen to the music. Do you have anything to say, sir? No. Listen to Born Rich Club Podcast Volume 1.
And start saying lawyer when they ask you, do y'all want anything to say? Say lawyer. They
That's
ain't gonna
good
stop
shit,
talking
brother.
to you.
That's good shit.
But that's just how I feel, man. Look, man, I know a ton of gang members, man, and I'm gonna tell y'all, man, like I said, check-in might be a little disrespectful kind of word. So tap in. But I always tap in with what's going on, man. You don't gotta tap in with the little homies, tap in with the big homies. But I feel like if you're gonna do that, what I was doing,
Yeah.
I went to go, I got caught to go lay down.
Yeah.
Ain't no nothing. Go lay down, man.
Nah, that's dope, man. That's good shit.
So
That's
I
good
just why I
shit.
feel like, man, this your boy, Lano Way said, but before I go, I want to say something
ahead,
else
brother.
right quick, man. I got to do this for the city, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Shout out to Nashville. I want to do something. All right. 1993. I'm going to sound old as hell, but I got to do it. I know. 1993, I was 94. I was just a little kid. I was a kid, y'all, so I wasn't Morgan Freeman age. I remember listening to I remember listening to hip hop, right?
Yep.
And my first time listening to hip hop, and not my first time, but my first time actually like understanding what they talking about. My first CD ever was Outkast, right?
Which one?
Southern Playalistic Cadillac Funky Music.
Yep.
That was my first CD that I got to listen to. After that, Nashville had artists, and I didn't know at this time how the game worked, right? So I don't know the word local. I don't know that word. Yeah. And my brother come in. My brother's years older than me, and my brother come in, and my brother playing Pistol. So what I'm about to do right here, man, I'm about to let everybody know something that we like to get into before we end our show. We always like to talk about giving our people our flowers and stuff.
Sir.
So what we like to talk about is a segment called Mushy Moments. This is a time where I like to give my flowers, or I like to give credit to somebody who paved the way, or paved the way. So right now, I want to talk about a guy who was a soundtrack to my life.
Who
King
is that?
P. Pistol.
You fuck with me, I'll kill you dead.
So listen, man, if anybody don't know, I want everybody to know, man, y'all should go on his social media platforms. It's Pistol Gordon. This is a guy that I grew up listening to. You remember The Box?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You got stories about The Box.
Hell yeah, absolutely. I love The Box.
Did The Box ever get you in trouble?
The Box was the first one. Hell yeah, I called that number. And they talking about $1.99.
Yes.
That shit cost $17. My mama was mad as hell.
And that's how I was at my grandmother's house. First time I ever seen Pistol video rolling in my 6'4". Because now I wanted a 6'4". I wanted it to be red. I wanted a perm. I think how he had like a perm and stuff. He had all that stuff. Big Worm. Listen,
Worm.
Before we saw Friday, King P was already Big Worm. He was just King P.
Hey, and shout out to Pistol. But when you say that, it let us know we kind of want to be L.A. Right?
Yeah, we went through our New York phase.
Yeah, that's what was
we went through our New York phase.
Shout out to King P.
Yeah, shout out to Pistol, man. Pistol had a huge record, and he was signed to Eazy-E.
Yep.
He was signed to Ruthless Records. Man, this was a huge artist. Like I said, how they got the Lil Babies, the Lil Durks now. Yeah. This guy was just as the same with just the same.
Yeah.
Like every car that I was getting, because I was a little guy, so me riding with my brother or my uncles or my cousins was huge. And me riding with those guys and just kicking it with them, man, it was really just big because they playing Pistol. And I listened to Pistol all the way up until I guess he stopped. But I want to give my mushy moment to King P, because King P paved the way.
Yeah.
He's one of the legends in our city that have most definitely paved the way for Cashville music. And it's more.
Yeah.
It's more, but King P is that guy for my generation.
Yeah.
That paved the way. And I'm going to say this, man, before we go. I love Yo Gotti. I love T.I., Rick Ross. Yeah. I love the trap rap. King P, the first trap rapper.
Okay. Talking about
that was talking about everyday living, growing up in these streets. Because when you look at Nashville on TV from those days, and even now, we look at Monday Night Football.
Yeah, they go right to Broadway.
It's a diverse city, man. We got so many different type of people. And, they don't go on the other side of that bridge.
No. They stay on Broadway with the honky tonks.
Pistol took his music.
Elvis impersonators.
But Pistol took his music on the other side of that bridge.
Yeah.
And he made it to that point where I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? What Jack Zion had a song, let me tell you about my city, dog.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do, man. I want to get my mushy moment to King P, man. We love you, man. We love the things that you did for the city, musically wise, man. You most definitely made trap rap relevant at a time when people didn't even really know what it was.
And I also want to say this about Pistol, right? Because the new generation will probably know this. Pistol is I went on Pistol's page, and that's the first time I ever seen Charleston White.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
And if you go and look into Charleston White's interviews, he will tell you it's a guy in Nashville who used to repost my stuff. That's Pistol, y'all.
That's Pistol,
so
man.
Go search Pistol Gordon, man, and on Facebook. On I don't know where it's
Instagram,
at, but
it's
Pistol,
Facebook,
Pistol Gordon.
man. Pistol Gordon, go search and look for him, man. Like I said, this your boy Lano XL, man. 18 pockets. Before I go, I want to tell everybody, man, get money, stay true, get money.
And listen, man, if nobody told you today that they love you, I want to be the first one to tell you that I love you, I love you, I love you. Y'all been beautiful. Peace, family.
Peace.